Hi, it's Sally here, and what we're going to be looking at today is a sequence for our calf, ankle and foot, hopefully looking to increase our height in rise and also get a better depth of plie. So what I want you to start off doing is by having a look at those two things to see what they feel like today. So we'll start off with a demi-plie in first, and then we'll have a look at a rise onto demi-point. So, popping your feet in first, and I just want you to try a couple of demi-plies. Check out the sensation in the depth of the ankles, how deep can you go, how fluid is the movement. And then we'll have a look at a rise up onto demi-point. Again, what does your motion feel like? How easy does it feel to move into these two movements? We're then going to start our sequence with a sustained hold into the front of the ankle, looking in a thicker band of tissue in the ankle retinaculum. So we're going to grab our therapy balls for this one that's a little bit larger, and I'm going to get you to grab your yoga block. We're just going to pop the front of the ankle here and just rest it on top of the ball. So, just resting lightly. I've still got some support here with my toes. My knee is elevated and I've got my full weight on my other leg. When we're in this position, just lightly lower your weight of your body down onto the ball. Just take some nice slow rhythmic breaths. And you almost want to picture in your head that the ball is being absorbed into your body. We're picturing that the tissue at the front of the ankle is melting and separating. From here, we're going to look into an activity called stripping. I'm actually going to swap our ball now to a slightly smaller one, a yoga tune-up ball. Again, we're going to stay up here on our yoga block. And we're going to sit on top of that muscle at the front of the shin called tibialis anterior, and also where some of our toe extensors live as well. And just gently roll up and down. Again, I want you to take most of your weight through the other leg that's on the floor. Slowly rolling all the way up and down the muscle. All the way up towards your knee. We want to think of picking up the skin as we go here as well. So we're just stripping up and down, allowing the ankle to be relaxed. If you want to, we can even come and sit, grab this yoga tune-up ball and roll it down the front of the body. So if you're finding it difficult on the block, we can pick up the skin and roll down. This is time skin rolling, and we're working that superficial or top layer of tissue and dragging it or gliding it off the layers below. Good. We're going to leave the front of the body now and come up to the feet. So we're going to stay with our yoga tune-up ball, and we're going to just pop it underneath the midfoot here. So the heel will rest on the floor. We're going to melt into the ball here and then move from side to side. So this is going across the grain of the muscle. Our muscles run generally in this direction. We've got our short toe flexors, flexor digital and brevis. We've got plantaris, quadratus plantae down here. And we've got our plantar fascia as well. So we want to slowly roll from left to right, really thinking of teasing these muscles away from each other. Picture unsticking them as they glide one over the other. From here as well, we're going to come into another technique called pin and stretch. Now we're going to pin the ball where it is, and we're going to use our toes to extend and flex either side. Feel that muscle again gliding. And then we're going to come into a bend and stretch in the ankle. So that's doing our demi-plie over the ball here. Again, we're pinning under the tissue and allowing movement either side. We're then going to move up here. We're going to pop We're actually going to pop toes 1, 2 and 3 on the ball. If you can, maybe we can get a little bit of 4. And coming into hold, relax or contract, relax. So press the pads of the toes into the ball and then release. Press in. Now we're affecting the stretch receptors within the muscle. Each time we release, exhale and allow the muscle to lengthen. So contract, press, exhale and lengthen. If we want to, we can do different variations of where our toes sit on the ball here. We're then going to come into another technique called pin spin and mobilise. We're going to do this under our heel. So rest the ball under your heel. Keeping that contact, I'm going to swivel myself around. So I'm really pinching that heel tissue up. And then I'm just going to do some little movements here. Then I'm going to pivot around in the other direction. So again, I'm really winding the skin up here. And then I'm going to mobilise. I'm actually going to draw a little asterisk pattern here under my heel. So that's working in a little star shape. Then we're going to grab 2 balls together. So I'm going to grab my 2 yoga tune-up balls and I'm going to stack them either side of my calf, really close to the shin. So this is our stacking technique. So I'm going to rest it close to the shin here, and with the other one I'm going to come in on top like a ball sandwich. Just melt them in towards each other, maybe picturing that they're going to join in the middle of the calf. And then if you want to, we're going to have a small dragging motion, almost like we're peeling that deep layer of muscle away from the bone itself. So here again, we're going to be affecting adhesions. We're increasing blood flow into the muscle. We're allowing water to come back into the muscle again to hydrate, and creating length and relaxation. So I'm coming in and I'm dragging the muscle off. And then finally, I'm going to come with a bigger ball now. So I'm coming back to my therapy ball. In fact, I might pop both of them in their little bag, and we're going to look at a technique called plie. And we're going to think of, again, dragging and separating. So thinking of separating maybe gastroc from soleus within the calf. So I'm going to rest the balls here. And with my hand rolling at the same time, really think of peeling off. So I'm blocking the muscle with my hand and I'm dragging the muscle off my shin bone, almost thinking of separating meat if you were cooking. And I'm coming all the way up my shin here. So separating my gastroc muscle, my calf muscle, away from soleus underneath. So the 2 chunky calf muscles at the back. Good. Now that's one side. So we're going to come up and retest. So re-looking at our plie. You can see even there my depth is better. And then retest my rise. What's my range? And how easy is it for me to come up into demi-point? I hope you enjoy this sequence.